Her name is Catherine Conover, and Catherine, she's a little nervous. But come on up here, Catherine. A hand for Catherine. Go for it, darling.
You know, I'm originally from Scotland, but I'm from Cowell. And Cowell is where the World Championship Highland Dancing Competition is held every year. So I hope that all the dancers will end up going to, I'm sure you've heard of Cowell, have you? The Cowell Highland Games? Because, I was born and raised in Cowell and lived there till I was 20 years of age, and that's where the international Highland dancing competition is held. We also have worldwide piping competition in Cowell, and we have, if you could imagine this, just imagine this. How many pipers are here? How many, number-wise? Okay, about 10, maybe? Well, what happens in Cowell at the end of the fourth Saturday in August, at the end of each Cowell Games, about 1,500 pipers get together, and together, supposedly, they play. And what they do is they only have one set of drummers because, I mean, that's all they need. But it's amazing to hear 1,400 pipers play together. And that's what happens at the end of every Cowell Games. And I hope that these young people get to go to the Cowell Games, and especially the dancers, because that's where the International World Championships are held. To be honest, I'm going to be very honest with you. I had a couple of glasses of wine before I came here. I should have had whiskey. But that's what it took for me to come here. What? But
the Spirit is with you.
The Spirit is with me. But here's the thing. I was born and raised in Scotland, and I was in a Gaelic, and I had to correct a B. He said, the Irish say Gaelic, but the Scottish is Gaelic. Gaelic. And I was in a Gaelic choir for many years in Scotland. Unfortunately, we learned in phonetic Gaelic because our instructor told us, and he happened to be my uncle, but I mean, by marriage, but he was also the instructor. And he told us that for us to learn the proper Gaelic would be very difficult. Do you know that the consonant L, O, has 7 different pronunciations in Gaelic, depending on where you put your tongue? Like, he said, all the way from with the tongue at the back of the mouth, like, oh, all the way to the front of the mouth, like, ooh, and then between there's 7 different pronunciations, all of which mean something different. So maybe it was quite wise for them not to try to teach us the proper Gaelic, but we learned phonetic Gaelic. But I think, consonants, the letter L, 7 different pronunciations depending where you put your tongue. Can you imagine that? I mean, anyway. I belong to a chorus which is 130 voices, and for the last 30 years, I've sung in this chorus with 130 voices because I feel that way, I can be hidden, you know. So it took the 2 glasses of wine for me to come here, but I
Sing it already.
Shut up! Listen to him. But I wanted you to get a little flavor of Gaelic. And so this song is called, in English it means the Isle of Mull. The Isle of Mull happens to be a beautiful island on the west coast of Scotland, which has pink rocks. If any of you have ever been to the Isle of Mull, it literally has pink rocks. It's a beautiful island. And this song in Gaelic means the Isle of Mull is the fairest isle. I don't know if I can do this, but okay. An Sheelan Moolach, An Sheelan Agvor, An Sheelan Grienach, Munia Gonzale, Eilen Vuag Vor Nam Furviaunarta, Nam Kail Shinuanye, Snam Kluin Shinarteg. You may not realize that only 2%, when I was being raised, only 2% of the people spoke Gaelic, but now they're bringing the Gaelic more and more. They have Gaelic shows in television and other things. There are some other. There are some other songs in that are half Gaelic, half English, and jigs like Halamakadoo, hoor of a he, hoor of a hinda, Halamakadoo, hoor of a he, o dick, dari. Be you young or be you fair, be you dark or be you fair, be you young or be you fair, o dick, dari. Hulamakadoo, hoor of a he, hoor of a hinda, Hulamakadoo, hoor of a he, o dick, dari.
Yeah, yeah.